Hey everyone, Derek here, and welcome to episode 13. Today I make my way to Sendai through Fukushima Prefecture for the start of Phase 3, Tohoku and Hokkaido. The first half of this episode has a bit of a heavy focus on Pokémon. The first stop was in Koriyama. My goal here was actually to find a certain Pokélid, and to find a bunch of Chansey related goods. If you recall from the Shikoku video, Slowpoke was the travel ambassador for Kagawa Prefecture, where Takamatsu is. Chansey, or by her Japanese name Lucky, or Raki, was designated as Fukushima Prefecture's travel ambassador in 2019. Pokemon brings a lot of joy into my life, so I'm sorry if you're not a Pokemon fan at all, but I think anyone can appreciate what Pokemon does for Japan. I'll explain more in a bit, but first let's find that Pokélid. So, if my calculations are correct, there should be a Pokélid around here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. We got the Chansey, Oraki, and Purin. On March 11th, 2011, a magnitude 9.1 earthquake struck the Tohoku region, triggering powerful tsunami waves as high as about 40 meters. It caused the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant to melt down and release radioactive contaminants into the surrounding environment. Not only did the natural disasters wreak havoc and result in tens of thousands of casualties, but the meltdown made the area unlivable. I'll shout out Chris Broad from Abroad in Japan, who did an excellent documentary on this disaster, should you want to learn more. Obviously, this had an impact on the cities Futaba and Okuma, where the plant is located, but also neighboring cities like Namie, where I visit in this episode. So how is this related to Pokemon? Well, the goal of Chansey as the ambassador was to be a signal of hope and luck to the cities in Fukushima Prefecture, given that her name is Lucky, and the Fuku and Fukushima means luck. Kinda works hand in hand. Throughout Fukushima, these Chansey Parks, or Lucky Parks, can be found to attract visitors such as myself. Pokemon is encouraging domestic and international travelers to come see places they otherwise wouldn't normally visit by using their popularity as a platform. Pokélids are mostly found off the beaten path, in places that take a bit more effort to get to, but also in places that need the support, or in this case, have the stigma taken away. It's a wonderful thing. I actually had no idea there was a Chansey Park in Koriyama. When doing my research, it never popped up, so it was a nice surprise. I was, however, set and booked to go to Namie to check out the Chansey Park there, so I'll dive into the features a little later. A very short train ride away is Fukushima City, so that's where I headed next. Admittedly, I didn't spend a whole lot of time here in Fukushima City, but the nice information desk ladies at Fukushima Station were happy to point me in the direction of where I might find some of the Chansey goods, and they even let me know of a little observatory in the same building. Hi. I'm at my third, technically fourth city today. Tokyo, Koriyama, Fukushima, and now Sendai, where I will be living for the next 2 days. This is the Daiwa Roynet Hotel, and it looks exactly like the one I stayed in. I believe it was Takamatsu or Tokushima. One of the two. It was both. Oh, cool. Not much. Just like an office building. It would have been cool if I could see the station, but all good. If you're keeping up with my vlog series, or if you're not, I'll explain now. In the last episode, I went to the Pokemon Center in Shibuya, where the cashier had told me that the next day there would be a bunch of Pikachu. Didn't know what she meant, so the next day I went to the Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo in Ikebukuro, where I was staying at the time, to see what it was about. The line there was hours long, and it was to promote the My Pikachu campaign that had a bunch of different styled Pikachu plushies made of recycled goods. I didn't bother waiting because I knew I'd be going to the Pokemon Center Tohoku in Sendai, and the system here was much better. I lined up to get a timed entry card, wandered the mall, and then came back during the window on the card. I was basically able to walk right in during that time. I picked out the first Pikachu that called out to me, as was encouraged by the promotion, and it was this fat one. Clearly he likes food, and so do I. The Pokemon Center was small and very, very packed, so I didn't feel much, but it's all good. It's all the same stuff as the other ones. As I cashed out, the lady commented on my shirt because she really liked it, which I'll show you soon, in Namie. I'm in Namie. They have a Chansey park here, to promote partnership with Fukushima Prefecture and Pokemon, where Chansey in Japanese means lucky, and so with the 2011 earthquakes, lucky was kind of a sign of hope and luck for Fukushima Prefecture, and so I got my buddy Happy Knee here. I have the Pokemon Fit little Happy Knee guy, or girl, I guess, and and I've got my original Stitch Happy Knee shirt, so yeah, much needed. This is awesome. Happy to be here. It's a little chilly, but it's okay. Of course, we got Lickitung slide, Pikachu bench. There's small Lucky, Chansey. Which of course is like playground. I don't think I can fit through that. I don't get it. I guess you go inside and it rocks. It just looks like he has a big butthole. Oh, you look dirty as fuck. Someone needs to clean you up, man. Damn kids. Yeah, this is incredible. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there should be a Pokélink somewhere. They got the Chansey lid, vending machines. Ooh, Pocari Sweat. Let's find that lid. Am I dumb? Where's the lid? I found it. There it is. In all its glory. And I just filmed a little bit on the drone. And I'm leaving this place. It's honestly very bittersweet because it is such a joyous place. It's a joyous thing. The fact that this exists. I'm happy Neil over there. Hey buddy. I see you. Just gorgeous, just awesome. You don't get this anywhere else. Despite only seeing a handful of people in Namie, I wouldn't be able to tell that disaster struck here 12 years prior. They've done a good job of rebuilding the city. With a population of only about 1,200 people as registered in 2020, it's no surprise that I ended up at the station alone. I don't know if it's because it's a Sunday, or if nobody just uses this track. I got off here, so... But yeah, empty. And had to wait until it got dark for the very few trains that passed through. When I got back, I indulged in some of the Chansey goods like the pudding and cookies. The next day, I took a day trip to Matsushima. It was fairly easy to get to from Sendai Station, and it's a nice traditional area known for the hundreds of forested islands on Matsushima Bay. The first stop of the day was the Entsuin Buddhist temple. Interestingly enough, I was told I wasn't allowed to use a gimbal here. The temple itself is hidden in a forest, which I imagine looks amazing and different every season. There seem to be many graves here as well, and this would be a similar trend in the next attraction as well. The next stop was the Zuiganji temple. You've got to pay 700 yen to enter the temple itself. Unfortunately, I couldn't film inside of here, but there was lots of traditional Japanese scenery here. Outside is a long path that takes you to the waterfront, but parallel to the path are the burial caves and gravestones. The next spot I checked out was the Godaido of Zuiganji Temple. The bridges here are anxiety-fueled, and you'll see what I mean. Terrifying. As the day went on, it got windier and windier, and being by the water does not help. One of the coolest things in the area, though, is the giant pedestrian bridge, the Fukuurabashi Bridge, that allows you to walk straight to Fukuura Island, or Fukuurajima. Maybe I'll use the gimbal on the way back, but I don't know. I feel safe, but this is also kind of nerve-wracking. I assume this is the halfway point. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fly my drone in this wind. Pretty fucking bad. I'd like to get on that little beach. I don't know if you can see it. There's a beach over there. I'd like to kind of just settle down there for a sec. Shut up. And then see if I can fly my drone if it's not too windy, but I think it's gonna be too windy. Matsushima. I got a Lapras Pokélid. Lapras is the ambassador of the Miyagi prefecture. So, yeah. I'm also trying the Zunda milkshake. It's actually really good. Like, really good. On the way back to Sendai, I ended up on another themed train, this time with Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. It's neat.
Neat!
And to close out the night, I did some wandering around the Sendai shotengais, mostly because I hadn't really got to spend much time in Sendai itself. Checked out the arcade, and oh hey look, another Pokélid. That's 4 in 2 days. Wild.
Hey, long time no talking to camera, I think. So I'm in Sendai, right by Sendai Station is my hotel, and I went to go pick up my third JR pass because we're already on, we're hitting the end. So that should take me up till basically a few days before I leave. And as I was picking up the JR pass, the woman at the counter actually gave me a receipt that they were meant to keep, essentially. So they called me. Luckily, I put my Japanese phone number and not my home phone number when they asked me. They asked me to bring it back, and instead they gave me a nice little towel and memos. They're very sweet. Didn't have to do it. I didn't care. I wasn't very far from the station anyway. More importantly, however, Sendai is the home of gyutan. And Zunda, which is edamame, kind of ground up into like a paste, which is absolutely delicious. I have these little mochi things with Zunda in them. Very refreshing. I wanted the smoothie, but they were closed by the time I got back. This is gyutan. There's definitely a smell. I don't know if that's kind of the rest of the items or if that is the gyutan itself. I've never had it. I don't know. Well, this is it there. Beef tongue. Or ox tongue, I guess. I've never eaten it, as I've said 100 times. So I think we're just gonna dive into it. I mean, the meat smells grilled. It's got that grilled smell taste.
Smell taste? What the fuck?
And I think what smells is actually the veggies. It's like a seaweed salad type thing. Okay, well, I guess. Oh fuck, that's good. There's a lot of flavor in that. I don't know if that's just how it's cooked or if that's just what it tastes like, but that's actually really good. I might have to have this again. Don't judge a book by its name, I guess.
I don't think that's the saying, dude.
Or cover, because yeah, it does look kind of interesting. Alright, I'm gonna eat the rest of this. I'm all starving.
Yeah, thanks for watching the start of Phase 3. Next episode is a bit of a special one. Well, maybe, not really. But be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in Yamagata for the next one.